and
Hey, Farva, what's the name of that restaurant you like with all the goofy shit on the walls and the mozzarella sticks?
Welcome to the Cam Shenanigans podcast,
You mean Shenanigans? Oh! You're talking about Shenanigans, right?
where Mike, Trent, and Zach, and a guest will debate all things automotive.
Our shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
Yeah, I mean, his shenanigans are cruel and tragic.
Make sure to check out Cam Automag on all the social medias at Cam Automag. And don't forget to support our sponsor, Hustle Energy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this special holiday edition of the Shenanigans.
Yeah, yes.
That's
yeah,
it.
well, I guess it's holiday for those of us joining live, right?
Yeah, you know, whatever. If you're watching this on VOD later, listen, we recorded this on a holiday. Proof being, I have beer and meat in tube form.
Hey.
Hey.
tube meat.
Yep, there it is.
Tube of meat.
Yes, a tube of meat that I cooked in more beer, because that's what you do on this holiday.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm Mike, the beer maestro, so soon to be solo road tripper, and I am joined by the one, the only, the master of the humble tuber, Dave. There it is.
Ahoy, hoy.
And our not quite classy, not quite scumbag son, sporting a new mustache, it's Zach. Show the people the stash, Zach. Just really get up in there.
You can't even see when I get closer. God damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
Woo,
there it
yeah.
is.
Woo,
There we
yeah.
go.
You need to shave out the middle right there. Just have two very distinguished lines right there.
And one thinner than the other for some reason.
One thinner and shorter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just nature, baby.
Yep. There it is. Yeah. So, Dave,
Stuff.
you want to? Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's been a weekend.
Has
That
it?
is,
You can say that more than once.
at least for a couple of us, it's been a weekend. I mean, you know, I've finally went to a skate park, so
Dude, that looks like a lot of fun.
yeah, it was great. Showed up the old Guth just super early. It was just me by myself for like 40 minutes, and then, you know, another dude showed up. We skated for 20 minutes, and then I went home
Nice.
because I'm dusty. I'm gassed. That's all I got in me. Ooh, Zach got the Farva stash going on. Way to point that out, AJ.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I went camping, and that's all I'm gonna say about it.
I think that's for the best.
Yeah.
That tells me that Zach went camping with a lady friend, tried to get some, and failed miserably. That's
I'll run with that story. I've been there and done that, and I'll run with it again.
I know the truth, and listen, that's a far better tale.
I would be way happy with that.
Ah, yes, man.
So Zach went camping with some homies, and they tried to smash.
And Zach just ran around, just like smashing a wooden spoon on a pot. Really got how he's so great.
But there was one part of the camp trip that was actually really fun that I will talk about.
Okay.
So I spent the first night by myself, and I rolled up and we went to the swell, and I got stuck behind this old dude with this like 2500 Dodge with like those giant camper bed things.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I got stuck behind him, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pass you on like this windy dirt off-road trail. Like I'll do it. I'll pass you. And he finally pulled off, and I whipped past him and threw a drift into the next corner and just kept going. And about 10 minutes later, we end up opposite directions on the trail, and he stops. He goes, "Oh, is there any camping down there?" And I'm like, no, it's all full. Well, you really know how to drive that thing, don't you? It's like this old
Do
guy and
I
his wife.
ever.
It's an old guy, his wife, and a dog, and I'm like, yeah, it's it likes to handle the bumps pretty good. And he goes, oh, I would do that in this thing, but it's got a little top heavy. I'm like, dude, you're like 85. Like, I don't think you know how to go more than 65 miles an hour on any highway in any part of the U.S.
Watch him be one of those like cagey old dudes who actually does in fact know how to fucking whip it.
He's ran the Baja a couple times.
Just like, yeah, let me show you something Gurney showed me.
I thought that was a little interesting. I was just like, oh, yeah, get smack shit from an old dude. Like, I thought I was gonna get cussed out by some old dude being like, yeah, you know you're gonna drive off a cliff by doing that. Gotta be careful.
Fuck. Being old with a wife and a dog, damn, like that's fucking goals.
The old part?
I mean, just like being that old and having found someone, you know, not rolling 80 and being alone and miserable, going out into the woods, out into the desert to just finish the job that God seemed hesitant to do.
AJ's
I
on point here.
don't think I've ever gotten that. Well, there was the time that I put my truck in a ditch. That was great.
That's fucking wonderful.
Oh, no. I do have a story about that. One time I almost rolled it. The truck's got an e-locker, and so it will throw donuts on pavement. But sometimes I get a little ambitious and it won't break away instantly, and so then when it does break away, it likes to lift the inside wheel.
Hey.
Wheels.
Wills.
Well, that's hazards of the job, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, my weekend has been really not a whole lot, just me getting ready for the wedding I got at the end of the week. So, you know, trying to... Zach, at that angle with the shadows and mustache, you look like Paul Blart. Fuck. AJ.
Can we turn off his commenting ability?
No.
Oh, I can put the user in timeout.
You look like you have a super long neck. Hey!
Oh,
Oh, no! That's
no.
gonna give me options. I'm so sorry, AJ.
You banned him for 5 minutes. Why?
Oh my God. I thought it was gonna be like, how long
Can
would you
you-
like to block him
can
for?
you-
And I was gonna be like
can you
30 seconds, a minute.
Can you undo
unblock
it?
him?
Oh
Oh my god. This is going swimmingly.
AJ, I'm so sorry.
This
As an aside, while Zach is unfucking his mistake,
God. Yeah.
Every time we build like a security vehicle or like a rent-a-cop vehicle at work, we always refer to it as a Blart Whip. Hey, you guys want to pull around the Paul Blart Whip? The Blart Whip over there in the back?
Nice.
Yeah, we actually did have one that had a Segway in the back seat, so
Holy shit.
that does hold some weight.
Yeah, I mean, you know. Fucking A.
Okay, AJ, I am sorry. I cannot fix this. In the future, I now know the power I wield and will use it way more sparingly.
All right, so
I apologize so much.
So we're gonna say a timer in 3 minutes. It's probably been 2 minutes of calamity here.
Yeah, sure,
It's like,
why not?
Normally it's like, how long would you like to ban this person or block this person? And I was going to be like, I don't know, 30 seconds for funny.
Yeah, but it's just like, nah, we got you, fam.
Ban hammer down.
There it is. Fucking hell, man.
Damn. Hey, Zach, as punishment, you get to block yourself for 5 minutes. There we
Wow. Okay.
go. That's more like what I was thinking it would do.
Yeah, that's pretty much par for the course. So, yeah. So, Thursday morning, I am sleeping in a little bit. Not waking up at 5:30 like I have been so I can get my ass to work. And then I'm heading over to Casey Barrett's shop, Sedep. Going to do an oil change. And then from there, I am making my way to someplace to get some road trip snackies. But then, yeah, it is off to lovely scenic Las Vegas. And I know.
Las Vegas.
Listen, for some odd reason, I like it better in the day. You just see the grossness.
I mean, if
Very
you're
gross.
if you're looking for the filth, then yeah, sure.
I mean, one of my favorite like movie opening scenes is the beginning of the first Hangover, where it's just that time lapse of fucking Vegas, and you just see like it's just sun bleached and terrible. That fucking Danzig song. It's fucking yeah. I'm all
Never
about
has there
that.
been a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
But yeah, so this is going to be the longest like solo drive I have ever undertaken.
Well, good news is you can make it in 6 hours if you set the cruise control at 83.
Hey, I think we're gonna set it for 85. See if we can come in a hair under 6.
There you go.
Well, whatever.
Maybe
So
Captain.
yeah. So first, Dave, I got a pretty good idea of what your answer is gonna be. But
Oh boy.
what is the longest like solo drive you have ever gone on? Like distance or miles?
Are we talking like without stops, or like a total trip, or like
Yeah, like total trip. Because I mean, in theory, I could make it in one stop, but I'm definitely going to be stopping along the way because
Okay.
why not?
I oh boy, I went from Salt Lake to Killdeer, North Dakota, which is a 15-hour drive by itself.
Oof.
All I did was stop for fuel and munchies, and since I was driving my '01 Ram quad cab at the time, I stopped for gas a lot.
Well, you know.
Okay, AJ should be back any minute now. All right, sweet. So
All
I
right.
stopped for gas a lot, but 15-hour haul to Killdeer, North Dakota. I was there for a couple hours. I basically grabbed all my shit, quit my job up there, and said, "Fuck you guys, I'm out." And then turned right around and drove to Albuquerque, New Mexico,
Jesus.
which was I want to say it was a 16 or 17-hour drive.
Jesus.
By
So-
itself.
Fucking hell.
I did stop at a truck stop and sleep in the truck for like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, there you go.
Just because, I was nodding off and hitting the rumble strips, and I didn't want to
Yeah,
scatter all of my belongings in the median. So
Yeah, no, that definitely did not want that to happen. But good hell. Oh, oh, AJ's gonna retype everything from the timeout.
like he should.
Not trying to make you feel bad, Zach. Just letting you know
It's fair.
he deserved it.
I deserved it. I fucked up.
Yeah,
I fucked up, and
It's-
I admit it.
hey man, it happens. I was just saying, get a ring like Jesus.
I can do this. Does this
Oh.
help? Or it goes away. It disappears.
It's wow. No,
That's
No.
so vogue of you.
it's delightful. It's something. It sure is something.
Oh, hold on. I got an idea here.
Uh-oh. What is this idea?
You see it better now?
Mm-mm.
This is like spending $1,500 on a graphics card and then using a bunch of adapters to hook it up through like a VGA cable to a TV.
Yeah. on like a 14-inch CRT with a VHS.
Somehow
With a
we've got it
VCR
down
in it.
to somehow we've got it down to RCA adapters, and we're going into channel 3 on this one box.
we're going to the antenna port.
Yikes!
Well, how else am I supposed to record gameplay? This thing's got a VCR.
Holy shit!
I don't know what my longest solo one has been. I've done a lot of long road trips with like family and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think solo, I've gone to Idaho to see some family up there a handful of times, and that's just about 4 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's
not too bad. And then I did a camping trip with some friends last year, and we came back from Flaming Gorge up through Fort Bridger and back, and that was about 4 hours as well. I drove to CES one year, and my boss was asleep in the back seat. So does that count for me being alone?
Close enough.
It was the
May as
entire
well.
time. Yeah. It was in a brand new 2018 Jeep Renegade.
Ooh.
Fuck, that thing's awful.
Yeah, they're not that great.
No, they're slow. They're dumb. They're stupid. I'm trying to think of anything else longer.
Oh yeah, my trip from Killdeer to Albuquerque was 16 hours and 22 minutes. It was 1,076 miles.
Damn. AJ's was Salt Lake to Knoxville at a U-Haul with the Miata on the trailer.
Yikes.
Damn.
Yikes.
It's just like, might as well have been pulling that thing with fucking oxen. Oh, shit. Well, yeah, I figured, Yeah, I figured I would just, ask because I am bereft of content.
I think the longest time I've been in a car in one sitting, we stopped and get gas, and I now can't remember. I don't think we spent the night back there, but I went to Race Wars 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago, and we spent 2 nights in Vegas, 2 nights in Fontana at the next by the Speedway, and then we cannonballed back from Fontana back to Salt Lake.
All right.
Yeah, and so I don't know what how long that was.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Figured I would just ask, because I've been saving podcasts because I will need content. I will need some sort of voice as I am driving down to help me keep my sanity.
Fair enough.
I could just record my voice for a couple hours and you can just listen to me talk.
Yikes.
No. Thank you, but no.
Not helpful? Okay.
No. I've got an episode of Cinephobe. I've got last week's All Fantasy Everything, and then I will also have another episode of Cinephobe because that releases every Wednesday, and then another All Fantasy Everything. So I think we'll be all right.
Let's see here. I guess I did a 10-hour burn and turn from Killdeer to Downer, Minnesota, and then turned around.
God.
I basically drove down I-94 until I hit the Minnesota border and said, you know what, I'm going to go see Minneapolis. And then I made it about 10 minutes into Minnesota and thought, you know what, this is a waste of time.
Oh, no, I'm fucking stupid. I'm so sorry. I drove 8 hours to fucking...
Take all the time you need.
AJ says his longest stint in the driver's seat was from Salt Lake to St. Louis, and he thought it was 13 hours, but no, it was more than that. They left at 9, and he didn't stop until midnight, so that's about 15 hours.
I drove a Vivint work truck to Gallup, New Mexico, which is just shy of 8 hours, and then proceeded to then drive from Gallup, New Mexico to El Paso, Texas, which is just over 6 hours. I don't know how I spaced that.
I don't know how we spaced that either. You did make a big point of it.
Yeah,
that's right. You were talking about all the cool shit you didn't see in El Paso.
Yeah, there's nothing to see in El Paso. El Paso's shithole.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the point. It's a major drug moving area. It's supposed to.
Yeah, that's
shitty. Hey, the Carmen I did go to was pretty lit. I'll say that much.
Well, thank God for that.
But. And then I almost drove from El Paso to Roswell, but then my boss was like, "Yeah, there's no way in hell I'm not taking the company truck for that," which is probably fair.
The boss at the dying company.
Yeah, like I would have even paid for gas too. I would have put all the gas on my card. No.
But man, come on, they can't have those miles on that sweet. The fuck was it? A Frontier?
Yeah, it was a 2014 Frontier.
Jesus Christ.
You could just say Nissan Frontier. They literally didn't change from like 2004 to like last year.
It was a V6 model. We did have a single 4-cylinder model that we would give to the new guy, and then the new guy would probably quit, and then we'd get the next new guy, and so it's great.
There it is.
I try to remember because we were talking about podcasts. I'm trying to think about what I listened to. I think I also do some old Cam episodes, and then do you guys watch any CPG Gray videos?
No.
He's a
no,
YouTuber, and
can't
he's a podcast as well. So he's called Hello Internet. That was pretty interesting.
Neat.
All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, just figured I'd throw that out there because if you get some weird cam dispatches from the road, that's what's going on. That's me.
Right.
So, Frontiers are fucking horrible. I had one for a work truck for a while, and I hated it.
Well,
See.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah, I had a 2-wheel drive Tacoma when I was installing cable. Yeah,
that's right. I forgot you did that too for a while.
I did that for a little bit, and then my ex got vindictive because she was a dispatcher, and yeah, so hold the handles on that one.
I could only imagine what that would have been like. Oh,
yikes!
So our shop was in Sandy, and even though we had like another location up in, you're welcome, AJ. Even though we had another location up in somewhere up in Davis County, we would still have to routinely go up to Davis County.
Go figure.
Yeah, and always like the first ones of the day were like you had to be there within like an hour of clocking in. So it's just like you would barely make it there on time.
What we had to do pretty regularly was we had a big network in like North Ogden, Clearfield, Roy, and like that vicinity.
Yeah.
And what they'd do is they would station one person up there. So even though you might have 2 jobs in the entire day, you'd have to stay up there the entire day because if something came in, they didn't want somebody driving from Lehigh all the way up there. And then the worst one for me was it was a Friday. I remember it very vividly. It was a Friday. And we get a call saying, hey, we have an emergency customer outage. Can you go look at it? He'll be there in an hour and a half. We know you're at home right now. Will you drive up there and go?
Okay. Zach just freeze.
Did we just lose Zach?
Yes, we did.
Oh,
look at that
guys.
hand placement.
Hi, am I back?
Hi. Welcome.
You froze too for a minute there, Mike. Where did I leave
okay.
off?
Look at you and all your 240p goodness.
Let me close some tabs.
240p because he likes Pinot Blurry.
Okay.
Is this being filmed from a potato?
Am I back? Am I better?
No.
I mean, you're back. Better is a...
still looks like internet porn from like 2008.
Fuck yeah.
Complete with the tripod in the shot.
480p, baby.
For a telescope. I need to go set it up for a telescope.
Listen, I don't know how much internet porn you've been consuming, but they just have abandoned any pretense of realism. So it's just like, oh yeah, check out my apartment, which is clearly a fucking embassy suites. And they're just like lights everywhere. Like studio lights. It's like, yeah, this is just how I live.
This is just my life now, yeah. But no, so yeah, I drove up there at like 3:30. I get there at 4 o'clock. Guy's not home. I wait 30 minutes according to our protocol. I call him, text him, email him, never gets back to me. Dispatch does the same thing, call, text, email, never gets back. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go back home. I get home, it's 5:30. I get the call. Hey, we need you back in Ogden. I'm like, it's 5:30. I get off at 6. It's 5:30 on a Friday. Have the Saturday morning crew go take care of it.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, this will be a write-up if you don't go take care of this.
I would have been like, write me the fuck up then.
Drive I was like in the middle of like or trying to get a promotion, so I was like, fine. Drive up there, get there at 6:30. The guy is pissed that I left. He's like, why didn't you wait for me? I'm like, you said you were gonna be here at home at 2. I got here at 3:30, and you weren't here. And I waited till 4, and you weren't fucking here. So like, shut the fuck up. And couldn't fix the issue. And I had to drive back home at like 7:30, and I was like, fuck this.
There you go. There wasn't any realism, but at least they made it a point to keep the lights out of the scene, at least.
I mean,
they would rent a house. It would be the same house for like,
Oh, that's always the best. You're like, I've seen this bedroom before.
So, my most recent ex, her and her sisters and her mom went to Vegas for like a girls trip, and they for sure stayed in a house that was in a few films that I have watched. Listen, it's the two of us. It's AJ. I'm not gonna fake the funk here. Come on, I'm a lonely man.
It's fun seeing the stars of some of those films on TikTok, because they just roll with it. Like what is it, Johnny Sins?
Oh,
His
yeah.
content's fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah, some of them are like fucking like Mia Khalifa like spun her career into being like a fantasy football head. She's doing really damn good at it because she's like she knows her shit.
Yeah.
So it's just like fucking A.
Not all of them are idiots, I suppose.
Hell no.
Oh. Have you seen the video of the guy who's like, oh well, let's talk about the life of Pablo Escobar?
No.
But he does like a little bit of research and like makes a video about the guy's life. And then he did Johnny Sins, and he's like, "This man's a national icon. He's been a firefighter, a Marine, an Army sergeant, a plumber, a pizza delivery man. This man is making six figures every single day, working every single job." And it's so funny. I can find it. I'll send it to you.
Perfect. And AJ, it was one of those like I had to kind of like jokingly like reveal that, and then. I mean, things did kind of play out like one of those films, you know. Oh, that was
all right.
Hey,
yeah,
things worked out for your boy, you know.
The conversation started.
Oh man, I'm just reading the description that Trent put up for the live video. We honor the freedoms of our fallen soldiers. The fallen soldiers gave us by ranting about cars, and here we are talking about porn houses.
You know, sometimes it just needs to happen.
Listen, you need to listen to the next couple of weeks, Nerding for Beginners, where we see how far off the rails we got.
Yeah, like we started talking about scale RC trucks, and then somehow spun it into personal billion-dollar submarines.
Somehow we're invading Monaco.
I mean...
Literally.
Bitches like toasted marshmallows.
Beep beep.
Beep beep, motherfuckers.
Yeah. AJ's got a point there. Hey.
Wow.
Hey. He can say that. I'm not gonna.
Wow.
I already have enough people who are yelling support the troops at me, angry at me. I don't need this. I don't need any more smoke. God.
I'm trying to...
Man.
Topics that will mesh with this.
Well, I mean,
there's that. Have you seen the best dialogue in adult film history?
No.
Which is the I'm here to be your lifeguard, and the dude in the bathtub's like, a lifeguard? I'm in a tub. You see that?
No, but there's some dude on TikTok like
I'm sending you the link.
Okay, it does that. No, there's this dude on TikTok who looks like he could be doing. I don't AJ at this point. I don't really. Whatever. What will be will be. But
if he dies, he dies.
He dies. No, he like him and I guess his girlfriend like they straight up look like porn stars, or one of them is or was. So all their TikToks are just like, you know, he's the plumber. He's there fixing the sink. She's like, is there any other way I can pay you? And he's like, well, I'll take a check.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're like the skinny white dude.
Yeah, like the skinny white bald dude. And it's just, it's just like, that shit's fucking gold. I love that stuff.
I
suppose I could take a check.
I just sent you that link. It's on YouTube, so it is workplace appropriate.
Hell yeah, there it is.
Hilarious.
There's plenty of shit on YouTube that's not workplace appropriate, Zach.
Yeah, most of the stuff I used to watch at my old job.
Yikes.
Listen, man, like, I'm... that place was... I'm real glad I'm out of there. However, landing in the new place is, well, great and much better. It's one of those, if you follow me on Instagram and you actually, like, read the fucking novel, like, captions I'm putting under my pictures of nonsense every night. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm growing weary of just like taking pictures or just taking pictures of cars, but I don't know. I think I might just be growing weary of cars in general. Because I'm like,
that's
Can I
perfectly
say
valid,
that
I feel like.
I kind of feel that.
hey, Pumpkin. Yeah,
Hey, weren't we supposed to have him and Hadlock on to read Bear Fantasy?
Yeah, but I saw on Hadlock's Instagram story him jacking up something with a can of Uinta underneath it. And then he tried to grab the can as he was lowering the jack, and it didn't quite work out. So I'm like, I think he's a little too busy for this. So we'll tease it for yet another week.
Indeed.
Whatever. Yeah, no, I kind of get the hesitancy towards cars and the car community and the car scene right now.
Yeah, well, it's like I'm not excited to really do like. I mean, I'm still gonna go out to the track because I got my fucking hard card, and But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, I'm just getting real. It's the same story, different day.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That sort of thing. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it'll be one of those like things will change if I ever get like something cool of my own that isn't a fucking lemon. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just getting kind of burned down on it. It's just, same old.
It's
that's fair.
That same mentality is kind of the reason why I'm thinking about selling the Subaru, where I'm like, I still like cars.
Yeah, I still like cars.
But the Subaru was kind of like fan service for the car community. Because I could go to any meet, pop the hood, and talk to anybody there because they'd be interested in talking about it. Or it was fun to work on, and it was fun to tinker and kind of talk about what I did with it. And I'm just kind of like, I want something that I can just drive and don't really care what other people think about it. I just want.
I just want something that's kind of cool, fun to drive. Like, it doesn't, But the problem is, those, the cool, fun driver cars are getting prohibitively expensive.
Yeah.
May I interest you gentlemen in a Ford Taurus?
Listen, if I can because some of the newer shows, the prices on those are fucking tumbling. So it's just like, yeah, sure. Give me the twin turbo V6 and all-wheel drive. I don't care.
AJ, check your messenger. I also sent you the link as well. I feel the same thing. Mike knows a little about this on the podcast, but I've had some issues with some stuff in the car community, stuff like that, and having to relive that every so often, it's just kind of it really drains you.
Yeah, and it's I mostly go out to events just to see my friends, but it's really I'm kind of almost pulling a Brody where it's just I'll show up and hang out for a bit and then leave.
I mean, yeah. That's valid. I'm just itching to get back in the seat of something again.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, that's gonna be great. Drift Cop Professor Dave showing up, being in something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fucking great.
I'll come get photos and videos for you, Dave, when that's ready.
Okay.
I think Mike is right there on board as well.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm probably gonna end up doing the head gaskets in the other Outback and having a buddy of mine at work weld up the center and rear diffs.
I might have a center diff removed from a transmission that I can sell to you that's already welded.
Okay, I guess it depends on the trans year, I suppose. If it's for our generation legacy, then it'll work. If it's for the older ones, then I'd have to have the older trans.
I believe it's for ours. I'd have to talk to Casey because it came from him.
That's right. That was Casey's spare, right?
Well, so he gave me a welded transmission, a spare transmission, and another welded center. Just the unit itself.
Okay, I gotcha.
I'll
have to take a look at it, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll go get some photos for you this week and send them to you.
Cool.
Nice, very nice. But yeah, I don't know. Especially with working at IE, I'm just man, I keep thinking of stuff that would be cool, and then it's just because we talked about last week. I said I think my next car is gonna be a V8 car.
Right.
So I'm just I work at a place that does a lot of Audi Volkswagen stuff. Audi makes a pretty sweet V8. Ergo,
aluminum beating heart, right?
Yeah.
yeah, ergo. So I'm just like, oh yeah, B8 S5. You know, V8 all-wheel drive looks cool. No, we don't do like 4.2 stuff. So I'm just like, damn it.
Every so often, I get a little crazy hair where I look at the S4 wagons and I'm like, oh, but
Man, like
no.
Dude, every time I'm just like, dude, I'm gonna get something fun. I'm gonna get something cool. I'm just like, yeah, you know what else you need to do? You know what else is really cool? Going to a place where you can just like come home and just scream and not worry about disturbing anybody else who lives with you.
That's
I mean,
that,
that's,
yeah.
that's
No, I feel that one too. I feel that one too.
Yeah, just like I will gladly pay out the nose for my own little slice of solitude.
That's fair.
You could move into my basement.
What?
My basement.
You have a basement?
Yeah, I got 3 levels here.
Are your dickhead roommates still there?
No, they're yes, but not for much longer.
How?
Like 2 months.
Basically, that means I'm about to kick them out. Mike, please help me pay my rent.
It all depends. We'll talk later.
We could talk off camera, but
Yeah.
it's
But no.
you could do your own thing.
It looks like Zach has opened up another 9 tabs in Chrome. He's starting to get digitized again. Oh God!
Oh, boy.
Where am I?
Four
I
man.
never
per
seen them.
second.
Oh,
This is like when-
open-
This is like when you had to download porn in like 2-minute intervals.
Yikes!
Well,
Yeah, I am that
got
OG.
really used to seeing the buffering wheel just scrolling on the screen. Just
You start off something like
buffering.
Thursday night, just like when I get home from 9th grade, cause this thing better be downloaded.
I don't know those days.
Ah man, bear share. Fuck. I came home one day and BearShare was just on like the shared computer that me and my brother had, and I'm like, what in the actual fuck is this? And then things started going really wrong. So I'm like, well, it's clearly this.
I remember downloading LimeWire and giving the family computer AIDS.
Oh man. Enemastate.exe. What could be wrong with this? Oh man.
Lincoln Park Num.exe, and it's spelled wrong.
Oh.
And by wrong, it's spelled phonetically correct, not
Not how.
Pronoun.
Perfect. Man, those were the fucking days, man. Like when shit was simpler. When you had to wait hours for your pornography. Where the hottest thing you could get your hands on as a young, fucking horned up teenager was a goddamn WRX or Evo.
Hey man, I've wanted an Evo since high school. I'm not
dude.
gonna lie.
Yeah, dude, same here. Big same. But now they're like $30,000 for a clapped out one. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, the clapped out is the only way they exist anymore.
Oh man.
There it
AJ.
is.
There it
AJ
is.
has it 100%.
Yeah, throw that up there. Perfect.
Because I don't know if this puts how young I am. I just had YouTube to MP3 converter. That's what I
dude.
used.
Oh, that was a game changer.
Oh yeah,
That was a fucking game changer, man.
Yep.
Oh, just going in.
I remember I was playing with like recording apps that I had downloaded on LimeWire. Get like cracked versions of Fruity Loops and Ableton and stuff like that. And then I figured out how to tell it to record something from another application.
Ooh.
Or like I had like the speaker output looped with a 3.5 aux cord into the microphone input, and
nice.
then click record and then go over to the tab on YouTube the window on YouTube, because tabs were a thing.
Yeah, tabs weren't a thing. You had to have different windows.
Right, exactly. So I had to go to the other window where YouTube was, and then click play, and then it would record the music that I was listening to, or video that I was watching.
Oh man, I can't tell you how many videos that we made back in high school. Ooh, just be like this song, man, this right here. I want to use this for a part. I got you.
Yeah, no, I lived a vastly different life.
Well, yeah, because you're also like, what, fucking 12 years younger than us?
My first experience to my own music was my mom's. She gave me her old iPod.
Oh.
Second gen. So it still had the black and white screen.
Okay.
And it had a whole bunch of kind of grunge 90s alternative and shit.
That fucking Gen X stuff.
Yeah. And then the second one was, for Christmas, my mom bought a secondhand iPod off of my uncle who had 3 daughters. And so it was all of their music. But with iPods, you can't put music on it without having their account. So you either have to wipe it, put your own music on it, or keep what it has on it.
Oh yeah.
And so lots of Panic at the Disco and early Jason Derulo is what I had.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fucking throwbacks.
And I think there was some Katy Perry in there. But then there's also some of my uncle's stuff there too, because they shared an iTunes account. So there was some AC/DC, some what else was in there? I wish I still had it because it was a weird collection of music.
You don't say.
Oh, some Journey. There was a lot of Journey in there.
Jesus, you're listing off my Pandora shuffle right now.
Yeah. Man.
I mean, I have some Katy Perry, Panic at the Disco, AC/DC, Journey.
Oh, dude, don't get me.
Do I have?
Yeah, nothing wrong with a little Panic. Oh, dude, no, I'm.
Yeah, I'm everywhere.
Dude, every Friday at work, every Friday just in general is turning into Fall Out Boy Friday. That's just a thing that was not listening, but a couple weeks ago, Christina KCA, I said I'm going to be fully vaccinated. I've never been to a professional soccer game, and she's like, "I got you." So went with her to a Monarchs game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fucking great. One of her friends and a housemate, Rocky, she was talking about how Fall Out Boy Friday, and then she grilled me on what is your favorite band. Just I've been listening to a lot of Full Metal Parkas right now. Does that count? But yeah, no. So I told her I'm making Fall Out Boy Friday a thing. Yeah. And I can only imagine. Grand Theft Auto is a fucking jam. I love that shit.
I opened up my Pandora to look at it, and Nickelback is surprisingly higher on my most recently listened to than I would like to admit.
Man,
there's nothing wrong with Nickelback. I just didn't think it was going to be the third one down.
No, man, I have not listened to Pandora in so long.
That's the only thing I listen to is Pandora. Spotify just doesn't do it for me.
Pandora's nice for when I worked at Vivint. That's all. I only use Pandora because I could just be like, okay, playlist. I'm going to be up on a roof for an hour and a half. I don't want to be grabbing my phone and skipping songs or finding playlists. I can just use my headphones to change track or volume.
Oh yeah, no, I've got this fucking playlist that I usually just throw on for whatever. I need to update this thing a little bit, but I've shared it a couple times. I'll share it again. Facebook friends, you'll get a link to that later at some point. But no, Spotify's been working for me, especially since I started paying for premium, but I'm about to cancel that shit, and also Amazon Music, and take that money and get a Skillshare account so I can better myself at some things.
Yeah, that's fair.
On that same note, I did look into Pluralsight today and almost bought it.
Oh.
Yeah. I was something else I was going to go with that as well too. No, the Spotify though is nice because I still have some playlists from this girl I was talking to a couple months ago, and she's like, "Oh, I have all these great playlists. You should listen to them." And now that we don't talk anymore, I still listen to them because there's some good shit in there.
Oh, yeah, no,
and they're still being updated. It's still fresh music coming through, and I'm like, this is weird, but I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, I'm on the Spotify thing because there are a few producers that I follow on TikTok, and they're always just my new mix is up on my Spotify. You know, link in my bio. There's one guy, DJ Hobby. He's in the Bay Area.
Hell
He's
yeah.
got a dude. He's got
jams.
He's got a fucking jams. Like he has this. He has this short little playlist. It's only like 10 songs, but he updates it like every week with like all new stuff. It's fucking great.
Hell yeah.
You know, he's just like, this is shit you should be listening to. It's 10 songs, no skips. Just fucking listen.
Hell yeah.
Do you know who Ted Gajur is?
No.
He used to run Petrolicious, then he no longer is. I think he's still probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's the life that I want to live. I'll send you his Instagram profile because it's fucking amazing.
Okay.
But I found his Spotify, and his entire Instagram is just like, hey, I'm in this like air-cooled Porsche smoking a cigar, just driving down back roads in Monaco, or I'm on the French Riviera in a Carrera GT right now, also smoking a cigar, wearing a $100,000 Rolex, and listening to X, Y, and Z, and all that stuff is in his playlist, and it's it's stuff right there.
Oh man, well I think getting back to like me being burned out on cars and stuff, I think that might also have like a thing to like that might play a part in it because every time like, I mean, I've got like 4 different Instagram accounts, and you know, my personal one, the Nerding for Beginners, Cam, and the Bowl is Too Small, my cooking one, and every time I get on like the Cam one, it'll be fine. You know, I'll see Sally, I'll see Annika, I'll see like Cole, you know, the NASA homies, see all of them. It'll be like, oh yeah, that's cool. But then it'll just be like, hey, if you like that stuff, you'll like this stuff. And it's like supercars and, you know, like guys being up their own ass about like classic, you know, sports cars and, you know, all that stuff. And I'm just like, I don't fucking care though. You know, it's just like, yes, I do want like a Lamborghini or a McLaren or a Ferrari, but man, a lot of supercar owners I don't fucking like just as people.
Oh yeah.
You know, why do you think I want to like get an insight into their fucking lives?
And this guy is a little bit like that, but he's pretty humble, I think, when it comes to it. It's more of a just like, I've been very blessed to be able to have the opportunity to go do this. Actually, you might recognize him. Did you ever watch any of those videos that Porsche put out, like their top 10 videos that Porsche put out? He starred in those, and so.
Okay.
I put the link in the chat and or in our messenger.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out. But yeah, no, like that's like I'll look at and like, you know, shout out to like, you know, AJ and Gavin and Stefan and everything. But it's just like, man, I mean. Well, Gavin less so because he's doing stuff like shooting like a fucking, you know, speed like Mazda Speed 6 and a fucking JDM like Mini, you know, like old school Mini. But it's just like, I mean, the other two, like AJ and Stefan, they do great stuff, but at the same time, like, man, I could give a fuck less about, you know, like an R8. Yeah. You know, I don't care about most Lamborghinis. Because most Lamborghinis are the same. It's just like wild color, crazy wheels, dickhead owner. Yeah. Voila. You know?
You basically checked all the boxes there.
Yeah, it's just like my bank account is my personality. It's like, no. You need to stop that right fucking now.
I follow this guy on Instagram and on TikTok now, and I think I've shown some videos I'll talk about before, but his channel's called Power Slide Lover. And he makes it all about the car, not about the person driving it, not about what's going on. And it feels kind of like a reiteration of Tax the Rich. Remember those videos, Tax the Rich videos?
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, those are cool.
Where it's like, here's a guy in an SP2 Monza who is just sending the shit out of it up some mountain road in Switzerland or something. Or here's a dude in an Enzo just throwing the meanest donuts in this like ghetto ass parking lot.
Yeah, like I mean,
I think that's cool to see because like it's less about the asshole driver, more about it's a cool car doing cool things.
Yeah, like that I can get behind, but it's just like, man, a lot of the stuff, it's just like I could give a fuck less. Like I haven't gone to Cars and Coffee in so fucking long because it's just the people who go are fucking exhausting.
Oh yeah.
I feel like the last year and a half has been, you know, us being able to get away from that, and now the things are kind of coming back to normal, and it's a bit more up front and center. It's,
Yeah.
It's starting to grind our asses a little bit more.
Yeah, now it's just like I didn't necessarily miss most of this.
Yeah, it's the reset a lot of us needed, and some of us are going to stay that way. Some people will go back to old habits.
Yeah, like I'm for sure gonna just get back into like when I had the Integra, just like solo stuff, just going on drives by my goddamn self.
You probably feel the same way, but I'm doing the same thing with like YouTubers. Like 3 years ago, I loved Tavarish, Hoovy, and Vinwiki stuff. And I still like Vinwiki stuff, but I can't stand Tavarish and Hoovy anymore because it's not that same thing where it's like I used to buy weird quirky cars, and now here's my Aston Martin and my McLaren and this and that. And I don't want to work on my own cars anymore. I'm just like, that's not why I followed you.
Yeah, it's just like, I mean, I appreciate you like growing as a person, but at the same time, like I followed you for the stuff you were doing. I don't give a rat's ass about your fucking new Aston Martin.
Remember your roots, kids.
Yeah.
It comes down to. Remember how much of a dirtbag you were when you started, and keep that shit fresh.
Fucking A.
And so, I feel this. And there's tons, I could name probably not a handful of YouTubers with the same, but where I'm just like, I used to love your shit, but now it's just...
Oh, I'm having to, like, go through and just, like... Because, again, I've got, like, multiple, like, YouTube accounts, too. Mm-hmm. And it's just, like, I really only ever get on, like, my Cam Company one to watch, like, motorsports highlights. Or for some odd reason, like... skateboarding was a thing, because I guess at my last job I would forget to switch accounts, so I'd just be like searching like Thrasher and Transworld and like old videos, and like suddenly it's just like, hey, here's a shit ton of skateboarding. I'm like, okay, cool. But like I'm really on like the Nerding for Beginners one most because it's such a wide array. It's like it's gaming stuff, it's like weird music stuff, lately aviation disasters, because why not?
Oh, I mean, everybody's got a thing, right?
Hey, man. Yeah. But, it's just a wide range of stuff that it's just like, okay, I'm sick of this. Let's watch some, like, MechWarrior online videos. Okay, I'm sick of this. Let's move on to something else. And, my personal one has turned into fucking, like, yoga and tarot card readings and Good Mythical Morning.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with GMN, man.
Oh, absolutely not. I've got the fucking color-changing cups over next to my bar set on top of my bookcase.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, dude. But fuck, yeah, like, no, I'm just getting, you get to a point where you're just been like, balls deep. Oh, let's see what AJ says. He enjoys Car Trek, which... That seems interesting. That was one I just never.
I watched the first series, and I was like, "This is good," but
yeah, that was one like I heard the premise. I'm like, I just don't want to get into this.
Yeah.
And then let's see. He really appreciates Finnegan because he's still fucking Finnegan. One of my favorite SEMA stories is I was walking out of South Hall to go meet up with somebody. I can't remember which year it was, but like coming towards me was Finnegan. I'm just like, hey, Mike, went up for the high five, and he's just like, hey, high five. He's like, I gotta run. I'm like, okay, see ya.
That's good. Yeah, because on that same note, like Roadkill is one of those ones where I'm like,
oh yeah, like
it used to be great. Like I still go back and watch like the first 2 seasons. I'm like, this is great shit, and then the news was awful, but. Finnegan's Garage, that's like, fucking awesome. Yeah,
like I will still watch like the new Roadkill stuff just because it's just like, listen, I'm here for the struggle,
but because we relate to it oh so well.
God, how many times were we in one of our garages struggling to get something fucking working?
I mean, more times than I care to admit.
I just remember the one time my ex got real pissed off at us because Joey's oil pan decided to just get munched as he was trying to leave my house.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Oh, that was great. That was one of those. It's like,
was it the time the LS400 died?
Which time?
I mean, like, its final death?
Yeah, no, I just know about the final death. I don't know if that was the same time.
No, this is a totally different time.
No, that car went through like 3 oil pans before it met its ultimate demise.
Yeah, so one of them was at leaving my house, and I was just... yeah, she got real pissed because I'm like, I'm not leaving these guys,
Right.
you know. So, and I understand why she got pissed, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, like,
Bros before hoes, baby.
fucking hey, it's just. It's just like I'm not like I feel bad because like you two came over to help me on the Supra,
Yeah.
and then as Joey's leaving, like yeah, it's just like well, god damn it, you know.
Pan smasherino. You know. It
Yeah,
happens.
so we're fucking all hands on deck, and she got pissed and left. Was pissed for a few days.
Yeah,
It was-
whatever.
It was just like I fucking explained it. It's just like I'm not like I feel bad for having to like break our date, but at the same time, it was like I was helping a friend who helped me. So, yeah,
That's fair.
yeah,
I agree with you, AJ. I like Steve Dolchik though because
Oh, yeah.
he's a Mopar
Oh, yeah.
guy. He's got all this shit just kicking it in a California farm. So
yeah, Oh, yeah.
it's going to be in good shape for decades to come. So if it does sit behind the barn for 15 years, it's not going to rot away to nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then I also enjoy Dirt Every Day. That's always good.
Oh, those are good ones. Yeah,
Definitely.
I haven't seen anything new from him, but his old when he used to watch it was good stuff.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I have not gotten into the Motor Trend app in a minute, but yeah,
I think what I did was I have the Motor Trend tied to my Amazon Prime now,
yeah,
so I can get both.
nice. I want to do that, but Chirp like hooked me up with a login.
Oh, okay.
So like I have to watch it on like a device.
Hmm.
Fucking hell. Let's see. Oh, AJ, that was me Saturday night. I was helping Amanda's brother swap turbos. It ended up turning into an 8-hour affair because we broke the studs off in 2 different exhaust housings.
I mean,
Oof.
that'll happen.
Oof.
That will happen.
Big ol' oof. Yeah. Man, that could be a whole different discussion. And oh, by the way, I guess Kit is up on his way to Salt Lake.
Oh.
I'm bummed I'm not going to be here for it because he's coming up for ISS and the Salt City Drift 2 Day,
Right.
which is this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to be in Vegas.
So wait, is
So-
ISS Saturday and Sunday?
ISS itself is just Saturday, but the Drift event is Saturday and Sunday.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if you want to head over to the respective Facebook pages, the Import Spring Show Off Facebook page and the Salt City Drift Facebook page, there is plenty of information on both events there. Spectators are free. Jordan just dropped the pricing for the 2 day. I think it's $250 for both days, camping included.
Right, or 120 per day. Something like
Yeah.
that, I think is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, and if you're just showing up to camp and just chill, it's $25, but you have to pay that to the track directly, not through Salt City Drift.
Hmm.
But still, that's not so bad.
I mean, if it keeps a track here, I'm
Yeah.
okay with it.
Hey man, yeah, it's one of those
That's
like
it.
fuck.
That's another argument in and of itself,
Oh yeah, just us like fucking yelling at these people, or just like, oh, it's too much, it's too expensive, it's not a good enough track. It's like, well, fucking, the scene is what you make it, and if it's not what you like, then keep showing up to events and saying, hey man, how do we get this thing better? How do we make this thing better? How do we get onto the big track? How do we get onto the kart track?
Yep.
Don't
It's
fucking post your own garbage YouTube videos of you finding some shithole track in the middle of goddamn nowhere that is more dirt and sagebrush than it is actual track.
Yeah.
Fuck. God,
You
you
know,
kids
it
are dumb.
It only took us 15 years, but we're actually making strides towards that. So
Yeah, we're doing good. God, when I say you kids are dumb, I mean, like, listen, there are plenty of people my age and older who also say and post catastrophically stupid shit in the group. But man, like when somebody posts a shitty video of a garbage track in the middle of fucking nowhere and suddenly everybody's like, oh, we should see about getting this. And people who literally have had a hand in building a goddamn racetrack or know how much goes into it are telling you it's not fucking worth it. And yet there you are banging the drum.
everybody wants to be Cletus McFarlane, dude. Everybody
Everybody
wants
wants-
to be villains.
Everybody wants to be Adam LZ.
And that's cool if you're independently wealthy, by all means.
Yeah, like if you can fucking afford it, by all means. But just don't God, don't try and dupe your fellow enthusiasts. Don't fucking sell them magic beans. God, man, we could just have another fucking rant episode next week. Because we're at the end of this one, and I'm just like, God damn it.
You still got stuff to go through.
So much stuff. So, all right, I think that is, well, AJ, I mean, I'm okay. I'm not sure the logistics of like Tennessee, but you can definitely get into a track scene where you're at.
I mean, I guess it depends on what part of Tennessee you're in.
I can never remember, but I'll have some stuff here to send you in a minute, AJ.
Yeah, for sure.
So gonna have to get a reminder on where you live. But yeah, no, not everybody can be. I just had to unsubscribe to Cletus because I haven't watched any of his stuff in like 3 months.
I mean, I catch a lot of his clips and stuff on Instagram, so I really have no reason to watch the full thing on YouTube. I get enough of it, you know, in the 15 seconds that Instagram shows me without clicking on the reel, you know.
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good with where I'm at. So,
you know, part of me wanted to do YouTube shit, and I'm just like, you know, it's whatever.
Oof, 3 hours west to Nashville. Well, Knoxville's just okay, I could see that. But, man, maybe, I mean, we got guys driving, you know, like 5-6 hours from Montana, you know, 4 or 5 from Idaho. Yeah. At the beginning of every NASA season, there's the pilgrimage of the NASA Rocky Mountain guys, which is pretty much just Colorado. Right. You know, they show up for ours, we go out to them. So,
see, Bristol's good.
Yeah.
You know, our drift buddy Mike, who moved from, he used to come out here from Montrose, Colorado. He moved back home to Virginia, which is actually, I think, really close to Bristol Motor Speedway. He's like right there in like the Tri-Cities area. And yeah, you know, there's events and shit out there all the time. So, I mean, he says there is anyway. I don't know.
Well, yeah, definitely. Toe rig will definitely make this whole thing a lot easier, but whatever. Yeah. That's a different discussion for a different day.
Slam a tow bar onto the front of something you don't mind wrecking, and as long as it tracks somewhat straight behind the tow rig, you could drag it back home.
There you go. All right, folks. It has been an episode.
Should we pull this thing back into harbor, boys?
Just try to slam it into the dock as gently as possible.
We're definitely doing some dock slamming, that's for sure.
For real. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us. It has been real. It's been fun. We figured out something, even though we had absolutely nothing to talk about at the beginning. Yeah. You know, we made it happen.
Yeah, you know.
We accidentally banned AJ.
I'm sorry, AJ.
At least we now know.
Yeah, now we know. So there we go.
You're being the scapegoat on that one.
Yep. Yeah. So there it is. We will be back next Monday. I will be fresh as a daisy from a trip to Vegas and a day of work, which, man, if it's gonna be something. It's for sure gonna be fucking something. I might jump onto the fucking Slow Gear Suncast here because Kit's all by himself. So,
poor fella.
I know. So it's looking like it's just him by himself. So it looks like he might have somebody else in there. I don't know. But I'm gonna hop in the Discord and figure this out. But yeah. All right, folks. Check out me and Dave and AJ and some of our other friends every Wednesday on the Nerding for Beginners podcast. We usually play D&D, but the last few weeks we've been doing filler stuff because the biggest, baddest, evil guy you will ever face in real life is scheduling things as an adult. And that's where we're at. So,
yep.
Yeah, there we go. That's pretty much it. And, yeah, I don't know. You guys got anything you want to throw out there in the last minute?
There might be something new on the Cam main channel.
Yeah. Oh, there's actually something new up on the Cam fucking website.
Oh.
Yeah, I finally posted some photos that I've been sitting on for a while. I can't share them to Facebook because the preview is always dumb. It's just the Cam logo. It's not actually any of the stuff that I want it to be. So that's why it's not there. But yeah, just head over to the fucking Cam page. It's there. CamAutomag.com. So yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, and Zach's working on some stuff for the YouTube channel. Probably.
Yeah, no, progress is still being made. I'm just finding time.
That's the thing, man. Just got to find the time. But yeah, so keep your eyes out for that. Yeah, we will be back next Monday. Till then, I have a lighter that I finally fucking refilled.
I need to go finish cooking my potatoes.
There we go.
I'm gonna go do something important, I guess.
Fire! End it!